Shalom, we're Israel United in Christ, and we're here to wake up you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I say so-called because black is a color of the crayon in the box. So that's what we're here to do. Native American and Mexican, those are terms that the so-called white man gave us. And how did all this start? How did all this start, young man? Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes.
So, you young men over there standing and listening, it said if you won't hearken, hearken is another word for listening. Here is this prophet Moses. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he delivered the children of Israel out of Egypt. And he was telling his people, look, if you don't listen, these things are going to come upon you. What are these things? Curses. Read it again from the top.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you don't listen, these things is definitely going to happen. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
This is every day. This ain't someday you get to pick and choose. This is every day. Read.
That all these curses shall come upon thee.
Hey, I see you over there listening with the shades. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It can be good or bad. I'm going to ask you that in about 2 more minutes. Let's see if a curse is a good or a bad thing. I've heard somebody else say that before, that a curse can be good or bad. Let's see if a curse is a good or bad thing. Read.
Verse 16. Curse shall thou be in the city.
So, like I said, this is Moses talking to the children of Israel saying, curse shall you be in the city in the future. When we look at where we're at right now, out here on 6-1, it says, curse shall you be in the city. What do we have on this side of the town, or any side of the town where blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are mainly at? What do we have? Liquor stores, churches, bottles all around, crackheads, heroin addict, weed heads, weed shop. We find that on all parts of the city where the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are.
This is Eli and Kim.
What's going on, Eli? Malachi.
Malachi and Kim. And he want to know that how come ain't no white slaves? Ain't no white slaves.
How come ain't no white slaves? This is because, give me that. First of all, let's go to Deuteronomy. Who is Moses talking to? Deuteronomy, who is he talking to? Because this Bible is not for everybody. This is only for the Israelites. So only certain people got punished. So this is why we're gonna get in there. I'm dealing with the brother too, also, because we want to know, is a curse, I'm gonna get to your question, but let me finish dealing with the brother. Is a curse, and catch you up to speed where we at, is a curse a good or a bad thing? He said both, sometimes good. That's just what he was saying. So we're going to find out. First start with Amos chapter 3.
Bring it out!
No, they won't? Okay. So we're going to get there. We caught catching up to speed because I'm going to get to your question. We're going to find out. Both of y'all saying kind of the same thing. It can be good or bad. Read.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you.
Who is spoken?
Against you, O children of Israel.
So we got Israel. Read.
Against the whole family.
Against all the Israelites. Against all the Israelites. Read.
Which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So this is tying along with what we said in Deuteronomy. Give me that again, where from the beginning who Moses is talking to, so we can get that established, because they're going to coincide with each other. This is only, one from the beginning when Moses is talking to, 22, 1. Where this is coincide with, who is he talking to? We're talking to the Israelites. Moses has just delivered us from Egypt, and we're talking about, who is this people that we're talking about? Who are these people that he's talking to? And then we're going to go back to Amos again to bring you back up to speed. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto who?
All Israel.
Go back to Amos.
IUIC TV.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
You see the common denominator? What's the common denominator you heard so far? Israel. Israel. Read.
Against the whole family.
Against the whole family of Israelites. Now go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
We're going to get into these curses you said.
You said it could be sometimes good or bad. Let's see.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass,
It's going to happen.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you don't hearken to your father, you guys have parents. Sometimes if you didn't do something, you got corrected. Verbal punishment, you got discipline physically. So you got corrected. Read it from the top.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
It's the warning. Something's going to happen. Read.
to observe, to do all his commandments,
To make sure you get done whatever I tell you to do.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Not just some days, every day. These rules is not going to change. Read.
that all these curses shall come upon thee.
All these what?
Curses shall come upon thee.
So something is going to come upon us. Curses. And you, 50-50 is saying, I don't know, it might be good or it might be bad. Let's see. Read.
And overtake thee.
What? Say it again?
Don't sound too good.
It don't sound. There you go. It don't sound too good. Let's see though. Read.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
So he's talking to the who? What have we got established already? He talking to who? Say it again, brother. Israelites. Read it again.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
So cursed shall you be in the city. Where we at right now in the city? In the city. So when we go to the city and you see the Israelites, what do you normally see? Poverty, killing, gang banging, prostitutes, drugs, liquor stores, pawn shops. Poverty, that's the main thing. Read.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Cursed shall you be in the field. Look at these signs right here. Because it's talking to the what? The Israelites. Cursed shall you be in the field. So when we got off of these slave ships, and we're going to get into that, cursed shall you be in the field. When we got off of these slave ships, read from the top.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
So, no, from the people.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
So cursed shall you be. When we got off of those slave ships, we went on some type of field.
Right.
Sugar cane, cotton, tobacco, working from sun up to sundown.
Right.
So let's pause right there. Cursed shall you be in the field. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? If you working from sun up to sundown, is what? Okay, let's see. Read.
And cursed shall thou be in the field. Verse 17. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Curse will be anything that you got saved up. Your basket in your store. Every day is a rainy day for the so-called Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word